he must be referred to a law. He has to surrender himself tomorrow morning to the police for investigation for forgery. Otherwise, they will be telling Nigerians that we are running a government of certificate forgers, that we are running a government of criminality. The allegations remain allegations, but the government must show willingness to investigate it. The government must show willingness to address it. We cannot have a minister of innovation whose innovation is now being linked to alleged certificate forgery.
All right, to speak on this matter. Mr. Efia, thanks so much indeed for joining us tonight. What do you think? There is an FOI request, there's a response from the UNN, but the records are totally confusing. And there are those who are saying the minister may have failed a particular course in school, and leading to the fact that they saw the pathway entering the school, but they never saw his exit or graduation from the school. That is what the records and the reporting from the University of Nigeria and Nsukka is telling us. What are your views on this?
Good evening. Thank you for having me. Let me even start from the comments made by the gentleman, the aide of the minister. I listened to the press interview earlier. He said a couple of things, but there is one point that he did not make. Maybe I did not hear him. You can correct me, but I did not hear anywhere where the gentleman stated clearly or categorically that the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology was issued with a Bachelor of Science degree in any course. All he said was that he graduated in 1985. What does that entail? If you say someone has graduated, are you saying the person has written all the courses, all the examinations, and has passed? Are you saying the person has convocated? Are you saying the person was issued with a certificate? I can speak to you today as a legal practitioner, not because I was admitted into the University of Uyo to study law. No. Not because I undertook several courses in law. No. Not even because I attended law courses, but because in addition to my admission, in addition to my attending courses, undertaking examinations and passing same, the university deemed me fit in character and learning and issued me with an LLB. The same for the Nigerian Law School, which I attended. So when he said the minister graduated, why did he not proceed to say that the minister was issued with a certificate? Which is what the contention is. Now let us even go to what the issues are. What is not disputed is that Mr. Uche Naji indeed was offered admission by the University of Nigeria in Nsukka. His matriculation number 1981 30725. These facts have been stated by the Vice Chancellor of the university. The question is, did he graduate? If the answer is in the affirmative, was he issued a certificate? Now, beyond even the Premium Times report, because they want to make this simply about, Premium Times reported. Don't forget that when this same minister was nominated for this ministerial position by the president, after he had failed in his bid to occupy the office of governor for the gubernatorial position in Enugu State, there was a report that there were issues with the certificates. And it was reported by the People's Gazette that when he ran for governor, in his INEC form, nomination form, the qualification that he stated was secondary school. He never indicated, according to the People's Gazette, that he had a university degree or that he went through the NYSC. Has that been debunked? The answer is no. Now, 2 years after, in 2025, they are telling us he graduated. Where is your certificate? You are the Minister of Innovation, Science and Technology, Sheun. I don't know if Nigerians underscore the gravity of this matter. We are not just dealing with any random ministry. We are dealing with a portfolio that speaks to the innovation of the country.
Quickly, if you say where is the certificate, we gain access to a collage of what the minister submitted to the Senate during screening. So there is a certificate. Now, and some of these things are tendered under oath, except if you now say he has perjured himself and you are saying some of these documents are not factual or they are not real or they are fake. But that is a portfolio that a minister, a collage of what the minister sent to the National Assembly, which included an NYC discharge certificate, included a university certificate. Yes, he has one, and is now is public.
Interesting. So, while preparing for this interview, I meticulously and indeed dispassionately reviewed the certificates in circulation, which you have just projected. Sheun, let me start from the correspondence dated 2nd of October 2025, signed by Professor Simon Otwanya, a legal practitioner, who is the Vice Chancellor of the University of Nigeria, Nsukka. In his written correspondence to Premium Times, he stated inter alia, flowing from above, the University of Nigeria, Nsukka did not, Sheun, the phrase did not, is capitalized, is in caps, and consequently could not, again, capitalize, have issued the purported certificate or at all in July 1985 to Mr. Geoffrey Uchechukwu Naji, the current Minister of Science and Technology. Now, I also have here the purported Bachelor of Science in Microbiology / Biochemistry in circulation. You can look at it. I believe you are projecting it. Now, this is a certificate that he claims he obtained upon his graduation in July 1985. This is a certificate that he purportedly submitted. He is said to have submitted to the Nigerian Senate. The question is, did the university issue this document? The Vice Chancellor has said on record, I have shown you the correspondence, that they did not issue it. All that he says I've said, and that is why I started on that note, is that he graduated. Wow. I didn't hear him say he was issued the certificate said to have been submitted to the Senate.
So there was a defense also in court linked to Minister Enaji as to the fact that the university did not issue the certificate in which he tendered. Well, I'm wondering who actually issued it. But bear in mind that every person that gets to that point of being nominated for a ministerial position has to go through a scrutiny by security agencies. Yes. Could he have been an oversight, or what exactly could have happened along the line?
So I will quickly answer your question.
All of that.
I will answer your question. Please permit me, because in answering that, to also introduce that of the NYSC. Because the minister also, according to correspondence he said to have submitted to the Senate, he said he went through the NYSC. Now, I have here the certificate of national service, said that purportedly speaks to his attendance or participation in the NYSC scheme. Sheun, if you look at the document dated 15 May 1986, it is said to have been signed by a designation national director. The investigation has now unraveled that the signature of the purported national director is the one of one Colonel Brimo, Animation Brimo. Now, as at the time that the minister claimed he enrolled for the NYSC, in 1985, the person who ought to have signed this document was not Colonel Animation Brimo, but Colonel Edet Akpan. Now, guess what? Even the number on the certificate, it has the digits of certificates issued within that period. They are without alphabet. It don't start with an A. That is not the end of the matter, Sheun. By this same document, it purports that he enrolled for the NYSC 3 months before his purported graduation from University of Nigeria, Nsukka, in July 1985. Now, how did all this escape the scrutiny of the Nigerian State Security Service? Sheun, as I speak to you, the State Security Service has maintained a conspiratorial silence. Wow. Conspiracy. Now, Premium Times has also stated, as corroborated by People's Gazette, that when his name was submitted for screening, the NYSC had flagged this purported document and distanced itself that they cannot speak to the genuineness of sin. How come that the Nigerian Senate cleared him, allowed him to become a minister? If he actually participated in the NYSC, I participated. I served in the Ministry of Justice on those states. You can walk into the ministry today. You can go to the NYSC today. You can see pictures that
give me a moment. Just give me a moment, please. We need to go on another break. But when we return, I would like to know, for a benefit of the doubt, maybe the minister could just come out and explain himself. He would have classmates, he would have people he graduated, maybe pictures of his graduation. It's important to clear the air. The presidency is not talking about. This is a big slap, isn't it? Because we've seen this in the past. How come people rise to this position with fraudulent certificate, allegedly, at the moment, until these things are clear? We're going to break, and when we return, our final and closing moment with Barrister FM. Thanks so much, everyone. We're totally out of time. Let's allow Mr. Inibe Effiong to give us his closing thought on this matter, just in about 30 seconds. What do you think as a nation or as the presidency, the government of the day, how should this be handled? It's going to be a total shame if this comes to all truth.
This minister must be immediately suspended, pending conclusion of investigation. He must be referred to a law. He has to surrender himself tomorrow morning to the police for investigation for forgery. Otherwise, they will be telling Nigerians that we are running a government of certificate forgers, that we are running a government of criminality. The allegations remain allegations, but the government must show willingness to investigate it. The government must show willingness to address it. We cannot have a minister of innovation whose innovation is now being linked to alleged certificate forgery. A minister of technology whose technological skill is being now purportedly attributed to forgery. So this is an embarrassment on our country. And President Tinubu has an opportunity to tell Nigerians that it's not running a cartel, that this is truly a government that cares about the law.
Thank you so much for your thought tonight. And that's our show for tonight.
Subscribe to my YouTube channel on Abraham on YouTube. Follow us on Facebook, Emoji Comedy and Emoji Comedy Plus. On TikTok, Emoji_Paulson and Emoji Humphrey. Thank you and God bless.